regularly using these police reports against him. To quote his wife, Annalisa, which he did on stage, I quote, "I have never been a victim before, but Ron Nirenberg has made me feel like one with his constant attacks on my character, my family, and my husband." I would like to give you an opportunity to respond to that.
Well, this is a city that struggles with epidemic levels of domestic violence. I mean, 28 women last year were killed. If you look at the crime categories in San Antonio, the only one that's really increasing is domestic violence. That's a problem. It's been a problem. That's one of the things that I've worked with the City Council to ensure we protected the funding of in the last administration. These are legitimate questions. When you have someone who is vying to be the leader of the city, when these revelations come to light, they need to be answered. And let's be clear, Councilman Brockhouse is not the victim. Furthermore, I am not the abuser. I mean, it is a shame that the councilman has chosen not to answer the questions that have been asked and rather has hid behind these statements. We need to move to action on domestic violence and not addressing it as a cause of all of this angst that you're seeing.
But is it your view that someone's private life, inability to pay child support, for instance, impacts somebody's ability to lead the city?
I think it's fair to question someone's ability to manage themselves. It's fair to question someone's moral fiber when you're vying to lead a city of 1.5 million people.
And this was a question we asked him as well to end this conversation, is what programs or initiatives would you like to see implemented to reduce domestic violence in San Antonio?
Well, it's quite similar to the answer on homelessness. We have to comprehensively address domestic violence. We have to protect victims of domestic violence better so that there's not such a stigma for victims to come out of the shadows and address the issues and help bring accused to justice. We also have to help with the restitution of families who are broken from domestic violence. We also have to work with abusers to ensure that they receive the help that they need to not abuse again. There's so much recidivism in the lives of families who are affected by domestic violence. And we don't. This is the primary problem. We don't, as a community, not just San Antonio, the state, the nation, do not address this enough. That's why whenever it happens, you're seeing an outburst. And so San Antonio needs to be a leader in this because we suffer so much from it. So it's unfortunate, it's uncomfortable. But this issue has now brought to light a very ugly stain on the city of San Antonio that we need to address. And so, we are working with the Battered Women and Children's Shelter. We are working with the Peace Initiative. We are working with many different organizations, the Rape Crisis Center, many others, that are trying to address this issue head on. And frankly, this is the issue we should be talking about, and less so airport contracts.
It's hard to ask and also probably answer. And I appreciate the passion of both sides because you're welcome in this place. So we're going to move on for that discussion. But I do want to say thank you for everyone for being a part of that discussion and having an open, honest conversation both with Councilman Brockhouse and Ron Nirenberg on this tough dialogue. One thing that we do have a little bit more time is